Yo, 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 what's happening? It's your brother, Cabrin, the rapper, real estate investor. Yeah, we back here once again. This is another beautiful day in which I get the privilege to come to you and share some knowledge, share some experience, tell some stories, kick some bars, and you know what I'm saying, just live the best life I possibly can. So thank you for sharing this moment with me right now. And before we go any further, please take a moment and hit that like button, hit the subscribe, check out the videos. We are impacting lives and changing futures and helping people achieve financial freedom. That's the goal. Give you the knowledge, resources, and the opportunities to build wealth through investing. And we just focus in real estate. So go ahead and tap into what we're doing. Much appreciated. And yeah, let's get straight to it. As always, gotta let the people know, remind them, and introduce them to who the rapping real estate investor is. Okay. And I am him. I am the one. This is something that is damn near invincible. I am the man indigo. Meant to go. It's meant to go. Dark like indigo, pimp. Nah, but I'm into pimping. No, I guess the digits, I can't forget it though. I am a giant, you just a midget, bro. This is the little bro that turned the big one. Yeah, this the big one. Elizabeth, his son. Yeah, Sanford and him. I can't do it. I am damaging things. I am damaging film. I am ripping the script. I am sticking to it. I am really the shit. I told you this is the. I'm just playing, man. I ain't here to rap for you. I'm just here to rap with you about investing, especially in real estate. And today we're gonna talk about competition. The competition, you got it. And no matter what you do, it's there. And what you gonna do with it? Well, before we get into that, let me preface this. There ain't no competition. Remember that, especially in anything. Only competition, only person that you are competing with is yourself. And once you come to that realization and you stop comparing and contrasting yourself to other people, then the game can even start. That's when you can really start mastering your game. But you can't win when you're playing other people's games. So at the end of the day, just know that there is no competition in any regard. They got what we call the unique selling proposition and in business, and that's with it. Why the number one question you should be asking is why should and instead of thinking about competition, let me put it this way: instead of thinking about competition, the number one thing you should be asking is why should somebody do business with you? Why should somebody want to loan you money? Why should somebody want to partner with you? Why should somebody want to buy something from you? Why should somebody want to sell you their house? Why should somebody, outside of everybody else in the world, what do you have that nobody else has, or that you can be the best at, or that you just have an unfair advantage? Look for your unfair advantage. Everybody got one, because we was all meant to thrive, to be successful, to win in some area. God gave us all gifts and talents, and they different. You know, some people could talk, some people can read super fast, some people are good at learning stuff, some people are great actors, some people just got great voices, some people could get tall, some people could jump high, some people could just read situations, some people are, you know, just visionaries and got big dreams, some people just get stuff done, like, you know, they just execute. Some people, it's just it just don't matter. Everybody got their thing, and once you figure out your thing, then you can stop competing with other people on their thing, because that's something you ain't never gonna win that. You're never gonna win that. So that's my tip, is that, and let's dial it back a little bit. We gonna make it a little bit more practical. So just starting out investing, to find a deal, you have to understand that you have to. There's different ways to source them, you know, but at the end of the day, especially right now in the market, it's really hot. So it's a lot more buyers than there are properties out there to buy. So if you wanted to get to buy a property, let's say, and we're just going to say this is directly you as a buyer talking directly to a seller, and everybody's looking for houses. This house has just been sitting vacant for a number of years. The daughter inherited it from her daddy, and he gave it to her. He died a few years ago. She stayed out of state, just hasn't done anything with it, meant to fix it up, just hasn't got around to it. And now she's like, I just might sell it. You drove by the other day, seen it, called her up and said, hey, I seen your house on 54th Street. I was curious what was going on. Do you think you would be interested in an offer on the property? You all start the conversation, and she's like, you know what? I was just thinking about selling this house, and you and 2 other people have called me this week. So yeah, I'm really thinking about selling it. How much can you offer? Now, at that point right there, would you have a scenario of competition? You got it's your offer, and you got 2 other potential offers that you got to compete with, and they may not even exist. That's what you got to understand. And that's why I said there really ain't no competition, because she could have just made them other 2 people up just to get you like, oh snap, I better come right when I come to this offer. So let me ask, what are you going to do? Are you going to try to be the best price? Are you going to try to get over there and be like the best closer, and you're going to get the deal locked up as quickly as possible without letting her entertain other offers? Are you going to bring the most value to her and try to you still keep your price at like the lowest, and but not compete as far as price? Say, this is my price, but try to compensate in other areas to justify a lower offer. How are you going to compete with them? My opinion, you could pick either one, and in any of those ways could potentially work. But the way I think that I would suggest you go about a scenario like that is the third option, which is don't base your price or anything on the competition. Because if you're getting over there, if you're trying to compete with price, and you try to you put your price like at the highest, you're trying to have the highest price, you're losing money. Your bottom line is suffering because you're trying to compete with other people's prices. And then if you or in that second position where you're trying to get in there and make sure like, hey, I'm gonna close this deal, I'm gonna lock this up today. What if you don't? You know what I'm saying? You kind of putting all of your faith on one thing, that could be contingent on a number of other things. Maybe she has to check with somebody else. Maybe it's the sister involved. The father gave the property to her and her sister, and she can't make that decision right there, right then. Then she got to talk to somebody else, and then somebody else could still get in there and then take the deal down because there was nothing aside from you being here right now and acting fast. And speed is important. But at the same time, and even price is important. Honestly, that's a whole nother conversation. But if you're in a competitive market where you're not about to get this deal for less than a certain amount, so you come in at it with a soft offer, knowing that people are going to make higher offers, well, you got to know when to come with a correct offer. But again, that's another topic. But the reason I say the last option is because if you do that, again, you're separating yourself. You're finding the value. What do you have to bring to the table? Maybe your brother has a cleaning service that he's trying to get business for, and you say, hey, well, we'll clean out your house for free, and then your brother's able to put his sign in the yard. And give him some promotion and find some way to make it beneficial for your brother's cleaning business to get some business and stuff like that. Give her a card, or give him a chance to pitch for any other service. You find things like that. Okay, but that's a free service you offer them. The other competitors, they're not doing nothing like that. Oh, I'm also going to give you a full report of your entire neighborhood. I'm gonna let you know what the trends are, what's coming, what's this. You can get that information for free. You could go to the city office, or really just contact as far as the plans, like zoning and stuff will tell you about plans of like development that's coming to certain areas. But outside of that, again, that's free information. But outside of that, if you have a relationship with a lawyer, or not a lawyer, a realtor, they can put together a report of a neighborhood. Okay, now she got a full report. She got a clean property. And then you can even introduce her to some other professionals in the field. You say, oh, you were talking about you wanted to fix the house. That's a great idea. You can get a lot more money than I can offer you if you fix it. here's some referrals to some quality contractors. So now I give you the contractors. You know how much, what you could potentially get, what's going on in your neighborhood. You got, what I'm saying? Then you also got my offer. And then you got all this value that I'm giving that I'm not worried about what anybody else is doing. This is just me giving everything that I got at my disposal. And that's the importance of networking too, because as you see, I just mentioned other people, having relationships with other people where you can bring value to them and put money in their pocket. But you know what I'm saying? You have this contractor, your brother's cleaning business, you got this realtor, all these people are professionals. They got to feed their family too. So if you're able to, by doing your business, you're bringing value to this lady who has this property, and she wants to sell it and she doesn't know what's the best decision, that you got all these professionals that you can refer to her to help her get the job done, whatever she chooses. And then somebody, and if not everybody, will win in this scenario. And then you're not even competing, you collaborating. You know what I'm saying? So instead of, it's about me winning and them losing, it's about everybody winning. You know what I'm saying? So it just changes the whole dynamic of the game. That person is more willing to work with you because she see that you're not just one-dimensional. You're not just trying to, just buy this house and not build a relationship. And I didn't even think about all this other stuff you just told me. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I'm glad that you brought that to me. Thank you for all this information. At the end of the day, she's getting 4 different sources or pieces of value in different areas and all tied to your name when it comes to this property. So if you got 2 other, you done multiplied your presence, and it went from 1 or 2 to 1. Let me see if I can do this math. Basically, you wanted 3 people, and then you pretty much just multiplied yourself by like 4. So you took it from being 1/3 of it, just 1 out of 3, to being 4 out of 6, which is 2/3. You done took over the amount of mind presence, is what I'm talking about, like the mental space that is occupied by this lady. And when she's making a decision who I'm gonna go with, you know what I'm saying, you done took up the majority, because all she can think about, like, I got this meeting with this guy. Here's the report that got your company name on it. Here's this estimate of repairs. This contractor just called me and gave me this bid. All this stuff is associated to you, only you. And that the point, you get the scenario. I hope you do. Anyways, but by that time, that's where you win. And that's just a practical sense of you just purchasing a property, and to make a practical example of why you shouldn't compete with other people and how to avoid that trap. And then, and then there's just in life, in general, and just in every other area, when you got gifts, you got talents, focus on that. Focus on, if you even in the real estate world, some people are good at cold calling people. Some people are good at finding deals and negotiating. Some people are good at putting together marketing. Some people are good at just doing sales presentations. Some people are good. Everybody's got a different skill. Some people are just good at managing, being a team member. Some people are just good at numbers. Some people are just good at raising money. Some people, either way, don't compete looking like, oh man, they doing this, oh man, they doing that, and get so caught up with the shiny syndrome, shiny, you know what I mean, shiny stuff. And then you get sidetracked from what you supposed to be doing. So don't fall into that trap. Don't compare yourself to other people in any regards. When it comes on a major level of life, and just your journey in this development and this growth, and what you pursuing for your happiness. Don't compare what you got with what you want to what other people have, their skills, their gifts, because you're gonna lose every time. And then when even on a very practical level of in your business, don't compete with everybody else that's in the industry or any of your direct competitors per se. You separate yourself by adding more value, things that you have that no one else has, and you just you make your offering so unique to yourself that it can't be replicated. And then the people who you resonate with and who you are adding value to are going to do business with you because of that alone, and nobody can take that from you. And then you ain't got to worry about competing. So that's my message for today. Ain't no competition out here. And I hope that you found some value. Again, hit the like, hit the subscribe, stay tapped in, stay tuned in. mess with your boy. I'm here. Till next time, exercise your body, exercise your mind, exercise your spirit, exercise your grind.